Rank 1. The Associate. You are 19 years old, standing on a freezing street corner in South Philadelphia. The wind cuts through your cheap leather jacket, but you don't move. You can't. You've been told to watch a specific storefront until midnight, and in this world, disobedience is a death sentence. To the FBI, you are a fringe associate. To the family, you are an unregistered piece of property. At 19, your day begins at 5 a.m. You don't get paid a salary. You earn purely on commission from the scraps the made men throw your way. Your pockets are filled with slip bets from illegal sports gambling and the keys to a stolen sedan you're supposed to strip by morning. You are the buffer zone. If a drug deal goes bad, you take the fall. If the police raid the illegal card game, you are the one who gets tackled to the floor while the capos escape through the back door. Your mind is a constant battlefield of anxiety and exhaustion. You watch your childhood friends go to college or get normal jobs, while you spend your nights scrubbing blood off the floor of a meatpacking plant for $200 and a nod of approval. You learn the golden rule of the streets before you even have a bank account. You keep your mouth shut, you hand over the cash, and you accept that your life has zero value until someone puts a burning saint in your hand. Rank 2. The Compass Associate. 5 years have passed. You are 24, and the youthful innocence has completely drained from your face. You are now what they call a Compass Associate, someone who has proven they aren't just a street thug, but a reliable revenue stream. You run a small crew of 19-year-olds, just like you used to be, overseeing a localized protection racket across 6 city blocks. Every Tuesday, you walk into the back of a dim neighborhood bakery. You place an envelope containing exactly $4,000 onto a stainless steel table. Sitting across from you is a soldier in his late 40s, barely looking up from his newspaper as he sweeps the cash into a drawer. You get to keep exactly 20% of what you bring in. The rest goes up the chain. The psychological toll at 24 is heavy. You are old enough to understand the gravity of prison time, yet young enough to be reckless. Your telephone is a liability. You speak entirely in broken metaphors. You live in a cheap apartment under a fake name, and you've already developed a chronic stomach ulcer from the sheer volume of coffee and paranoia you consume daily. You haven't committed murder yet, but you've stood guard outside the room while it happened. You know that you are close to the inner circle, but that proximity makes you incredibly dangerous to the family if you stumble. Rank 3. The Soldier. You are 29 years old. The call comes at 2 a.m. from a payphone. Tonight is the night. You are driven to an isolated farmhouse on the outskirts of the city. Inside, the entire administration of the family sits around a heavy oak table illuminated by a single overhead bulb. The underboss steps forward. He takes a silver needle and punctures your right trigger finger. You watch your own blood drip onto a small paper card bearing the image of Saint Anthony. He strikes a match, lighting the card on fire, and drops it into your cupped palms. As the flame blisters your skin, you look the boss in the eyes and recite the ancient vow of Omerta. May my flesh burn like this saint, and may my soul burn in eternal hell if I ever betray my brothers. You are now a made man, a soldier. At 29, you have traded your soul for ultimate street immunity. No one can touch you without permission from the boss. You are given your own official racket, a lucrative illegal bookmaking operation that pulls in $15,000 a week, but the freedom is an absolute illusion. You are now legally bound to a criminal syndicate for the rest of your natural life. Your phone lines are permanently tapped by the FBI. You look at your beautiful new wife and realize you can never tell her why you randomly have to leave the house at midnight with a shovel in the trunk. Rank 4. The Acting Soldier Enforcer. At 34, you aren't just running numbers anymore. The family has entered a territory dispute with an Albanian syndicate, and your captain has chosen you to handle the front lines. You are the enforcer. Your life is measured in seconds and shadows. You spend your days sitting in rental cars with tinted windows, tracking the movements of rival targets. Your mind has become completely desensitized to violence. When you pull the trigger, your heart rate barely spikes. You've learned the clinical mechanics of human disposal, how to transport a body without leaving a single strand of DNA, which junkyards have crushers that don't ask questions. and how to look a victim's mother in the eye at a funeral without flinching. But at 34, the paranoia turns into a physical weight. You can't sleep without a loaded Glock 19 on the nightstand and a secondary weapon hidden in the bathroom. You check the undercarriage of your car for magnetic pipe bombs every single morning before you turn the ignition. You realize that your value to the family is tied strictly to your willingness to do the monstrous things the older guys are too soft or too rich to do themselves. Rank 5. The caporegime. You are 42 years old. Your captain was caught on a federal wiretap and is serving a life sentence at ADX Florence. Because you kept your mouth shut and kept the money flowing, the boss promotes you. You are now a caporegime, the captain. You control an entire crew of 30 soldiers and over 100 associates. You no longer carry a weapon. You sit in the air-conditioned back room of an upscale Italian restaurant you covertly own, sipping espresso and reviewing financial ledgers. You are a corporate executive of the underworld. You control construction unions, garbage disposal contracts, and shipping docks. You don't order hits. You simply say, "Marcus is becoming an expensive liability. Fix it." The psychological game completely changes at 42. You are caught in a deadly vice between two generation gaps. Below you, your young, aggressive 20-something soldiers think you're getting old and greedy, waiting for you to make a mistake so they can take your seat. Above you, the aging underboss watches your weekly tribute of $50,000 with deep suspicion, wondering if you are skimming or building a private army to overthrow the administration. Every meal tastes like ash because you're terrified one of your own guys poisoned it to fast-track their own promotion. Rank 6. The consigliere. You are 51. The street wars have worn down your body, but your intellect is sharper than ever. The boss pulls you out of the line of fire and names you consigliere, the counselor. You are the only person in the family who doesn't command a street crew. This means you have no personal army, which, ironically, makes you the only person the boss can semi-trust. Your life is entirely white-collar and cold-blooded. You spend your days in the offices of high-priced corporate defense attorneys, setting up offshore shell companies in the Cayman Islands, and allocating hundreds of thousands of dollars in political bribes to ensure local judges look the other way. You live in a multi-million-dollar estate in an exclusive suburban neighborhood. Your neighbors think you are a retired logistics executive, but your isolation is absolute. You have no real friends. The civilians would recoil in horror if they knew what you've done, and the street guys view you as a cold, detached bureaucrat. You spend your nights drinking expensive scotch, alone, in your study, staring at bank records and wiretap summaries, fully aware that you are holding together a massive house of cards that could collapse into a 5-year federal indictment at any second. Rank 7. The underboss. You are 56 years old. You didn't take the intellectual route. You took the bloody one. You are the underboss, the frontline commander of the entire family. Every single captain reports directly to you, and you report only to the Don. When a rival family tries to encroach on your Port Authority operations, you orchestrate the systematic liquidation of their leadership. You are the most feared entity in the city. If a capo sees your car parked outside his social club, his blood runs cold because a private meeting with the underboss usually ends in a basement with plastic sheets on the floor. But at 56, the pressure is catastrophic. You are the Department of Justice's #1 operational target. FBI surveillance vans are permanently parked down the street from your home. High-powered directional microphones track your footsteps when you walk your dog. Worse, you are forced to closely monitor the boss, who is now 72 and rapidly losing his mind to dementia and paranoia. He is making reckless decisions that could destroy the family's entire legacy. You face the ultimate cold-blooded dilemma. Do you stay loyal to a fading, erratic tyrant, or do you quietly coordinate with the other captains to have your mentor permanently removed? Rank 8. The Don. You are 65 years old. The old boss was quietly eliminated in his sleep, and the commission voted to give you the throne. You kiss the ring no longer. People kiss yours. You are the Don. Your authority is absolute and godlike. A single nod of your head can shift $50 million across international boundaries or completely erase a family's lineage from the face of the earth. You control the economic heartbeat of 3 major cities. You have achieved everything you set out to grasp 46 years ago when you were a broke kid freezing on a street corner. But as you sit alone in your heavily fortified estate, staring out through 4-inch bulletproof glass at your manicured lawn, the horrifying reality of the latter settles in. You are not a king. You are a prisoner of your own creation. You can no longer walk into a public grocery store. You cannot trust your underboss, your captains, your defense attorneys, or even your own children. Every single conversation you have is a lethal chess match where a single miscalculation means death or a concrete cell. Your life is a continuous loop of checking security cameras, reading FBI indictment leaks, and wondering which of your closest friends is currently wearing a hidden wire for the federal government. The criminal underworld promises you wealth, power, and an unshakable brotherhood, but the math of the mafia never changes. It demands your soul up front, feeds the monster at the very top, and ruthlessly buries everyone who dares to climb it. You spent a lifetime fighting to become a god, only to realize you are just an old man waiting for the lights to go out. If you were forced onto this ladder, at what specific age or rank do you think your mind would finally break? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to analyze the cold, unvarnished reality of the world's most dangerous hierarchies, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Step out of the illusion, watch your back, and remember, keep your mouth shut.